What up, y'all? How's it going? BenDeen here, and today I'm gonna be eating some LA Kalbi, which I got over here. I also have, so it looks like sauteed onions and mushrooms, as well as some rice over on this side. And this is the first time I've ever had it, so I'm really excited. I'm just gonna get right into it. Not gonna waste any time here. Here's what it's looking like, and going for a bite. Wow. Yeah, that's some good stuff right here. Man, that's good. Let me get a box for these bones. So I got this from a place called Picoy, and it came out to about 25 bucks. Not too bad. This place actually had some kind of deal going on where the delivery fee was free. Usually it's like $4. But yeah, I don't know. They had some deal going on, so I jumped on it, and I'm really glad I did because this is amazing. So if you don't know what LA Kalbi is, it's basically like Kalbi, which is Korean barbecue, or one form of Korean barbecue. I'd be careful from the bones, but I guess LA Kalbi is more American style Korean barbecue, some kind of fusion. It's pretty much the same marinade and same flavor, I would say, but it's a different cut of meat, I believe. I think this is like usually short ribs or spare ribs. And yeah, flavor on point, the meat is on point. Wow. I've seen it a lot around Seoul, and I've heard about it a lot, but I've just never tried it. Supposedly, you know, there's a lot of, in LA, there's a lot of Korean Americans, Korean immigrants living over there. So I guess what I heard was, you know, they wanted to eat kalbi, but the type of cut that you can get more easily in America was this cut right here. So that's supposedly where it comes from. Can't really go wrong with these sauteed mushrooms and onions and rice. Yeah, man. This is some really good stuff. Basically what the marinade is, it's like soy sauce base, of course, and you have a lot of, I think, sesame oil, those basic combinations, maybe sugar as well, so it gives it that kind of sweet and savory flavor, but not like very overly sweet at all. It's just a good medium, good mix. Yeah, and I'm probably not supposed to eat this with my hands, but whatever. I don't care if you don't care. I've been sleeping on LA Kalbi though, because if you live in Korea, like me, and you never had LA Kalbi in the States, and you just see like Kalbi, well, what's the difference, right? And alright, yeah, there's not too big of a difference, but I think it's mainly just the cut of meat and super tender. One of the reasons why I like kalbi in general, because compared to one of the other most famous Korean barbecues, samgyeopsal, it's more like kind of like a thick cut bacon, and that can be, I mean, that can be really tender, but it can be more chewy as well. Depends how you cook it. I've always found that kalbi is very tender all the time, because usually it's marinated. And I believe that Kalbi, the Korean word Kalbi, basically means ribs or rib meat, something like that. But yeah, this is, oh wow. If you can find Kalbi in your area, Korean barbecue, you need to try this, because this isn't one of those foods that, like, you don't have to be an experimental eater, you don't have to be an adventurous eater. I'm pretty sure the majority of Americans or Western people would probably like this. I think it really matches well with the taste buds of Western people. Oh yeah. So been a while since I've done a mukbang. Don't really have much to talk about today. Maybe I'll just shoot the breeze. Tell you what I've been up to lately. A whole lot of nothing. I'm trying to get on a new schedule. Well, this is kind of the first few days that I've tried it and thought about it, and really I'm trying to put it into practice. But I'm thinking about filming every day from Monday to Friday, and either uploading it every weekday or maybe scheduling uploads for like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Saturday and Sunday, or get some kind of combination. But either way, I want to film every weekday and then upload 5 times a week. Hopefully, by saying this now, it'll get me to, be more motivated to actually follow through with it. I'm not really promising anything here. It's funny, I always, like, a lot of my YouTubers that I watch will do a channel update. Like, I'm gonna switch it up, guys. I'm gonna start this new schedule. I'm gonna be uploading on, like, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday or something. And then they'll do that for like a week or two, or maybe a month or two, and then they'll just fall back to just a random schedule. I've seen that a lot. And before I started YouTube, I was like, man, if you're gonna make like a channel update video, you should probably stick to that schedule for at least a few months. But I know, like, ever since I started, I've talked about trying to switch my schedule up at least like 3 times. I don't think I've ever made a full-on video about that, like a channel update video, but just in a random video I'll talk about it. And then I'll do the same thing like 2 weeks later. Just start uploading randomly again. So yeah, it's really funny how that works. So had a nice relaxing weekend. Didn't worry about filming. It's kind of, I think it would be good for me to just get on a routine where I could have set days where I can just not have to think about YouTube, or where you don't have to think about filming or feel like stress or pressure to film or something, and just concentrate on that. You know, Monday through Friday, just like any other person who goes to school or works, you know. So yeah, I didn't really do anything. I went out. I've been liking bowling a lot lately. I've been bowling like twice in the past, probably 3 weeks or so. And on Saturday, I wanted to go again. I got a couple of buddies who like bowling. I mean, none of us are like superstars. I kind of suck, but it was fun activity. We went to 2 different places, and they were both packed, like hour and a half wait type of packed. On the Bogus. I feel like Seoul, it has bowling alleys, but not maybe as many as you'd expect. And they can be pretty pricey as well. But yeah, so that was a pretty big fail. Just ended up going to a bar, having a couple beers, and just calling it a night. I think the weekdays are the time to go if you want to go bowling. And speaking of physical activity, I think I might start trying to hit that workout routine. This video is just going to be probably full of lies. Like next week, I'll probably fall back on literally everything I said in this whole video. But no, like a couple times I've been just trying to get slowly back into like, not seriously working out, but just the idea of it. So I've just done some at-home workouts, some simple stuff. Because, you know, I haven't done it in so long that I couldn't do it more than like 100 push-ups in one day, or in one go. Or in one session, I should say. I did like 75 the other day, feeling it for 2 days. So you know that's when you're out of shape. Did it a couple days later, and I wasn't really that sore the next day. So I think I'm gonna start getting into just home exercises. I think I might have to buy some dumbbells. I've never been a big gym guy, but back in the day, you know, I've just done a lot of home workouts. My parents' house, we had a little bench press. Not much weight on it, but like 100 or maybe 125, something like that. Had a couple dumbbells. So that's enough for me. I don't need to go to a gym and not do all that stuff, but I think if I have a couple of dumbbells, I can just figure out some basic home routines that I could get into. I've been trying to diet lately. I think I might have lost at least a pound. But I'll tell you what, it ain't easy. It's not as easy as it was before. One of those reasons is because before, for like 8 years or so, I was dead broke. I was broke as a joke. When I was living in America, just like with my friends in an apartment, or when I was living in Korea, I was always broke. So for me, dieting was like a must. Like if you ain't got much money, you ain't gonna be. I didn't want to spend like all my money on food. So it was like, for me at the time, it was almost like killing two birds with one stone. Kind of save money and also, you know, stay thin as well. And I'm not balling by any means. I'm just not dead broke, and I don't have to worry about if I wanted to spend like, if I wanted to, for example, go to McDonald's and order something not on the dollar menu, like an actual meal. Like that's not a problem to me these days, you know. So definitely not being dead broke makes it a lot harder to stay thin, and I'm not sure how much I weigh, but I don't think it's that important. Just like, you know, if it passes the eye test. I've definitely been seeing it in just looking in the mirror, like gaining a lot of weight in the face and the belly as well. You guys can't really see that usually in my videos. My belly is a little bit hidden, but yeah, the belly, it definitely expanded a lot. For me, like, different people gain weight in different areas quicker than others, you know what I'm saying? Like, for me, a lot of the weight I gain goes to my face, the belly, like around the waist area, I guess, and that's pretty much it. Obviously, if I kept eating and gained a lot of weight, it would go to other areas, but those are like the first two places it hits up real quick. Like my legs, like my arms are like twigs, and my legs are like toothpicks. Like I got some chickens down there. There's some serious, like, I look like a chicken, man, sometimes. Like I don't think I would have to put on like 50 pounds to get average sized legs, I feel like. Oh man, that was whew. I don't know if you want to call this American food or Korean food, or just call it Korean fusion. The flavor is like Korean Kalbi flavor, like I said, but I mean, I guess I could call this fusion. Either way, this is one of the best like Korean videos, like the most delicious, tasty Korean food videos that I've done in a long time, if you can call it Korean food. You know, there's some I like Korean food. There's some that I like a lot more than others. This is definitely one of those ones that I like a lot more than others. And the fusion, the LA Kalbi, it really doesn't hinder the original taste. You know, some would say it even steps it up. I would say it's pretty comparable. Anyway, I hope you guys like this video. I mean, I sure enjoyed that food. Like I said, if you can find this, go out and get you some. I mean, if you've never had Korean barbecue before and you don't have any plans on coming to Korea, then even if it's like an hour drive to get to the nearest Korean barbecue place, I would say it's worth the trip sometime. And like I said, Kalbi, samgyeopsal are two of the most classic and a couple of my most favorite Korean barbecue meats. So yeah, let me know what you think about Korean barbecue. And yeah, I guess that's about it. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Oh, by the way, don't mind this hairstyle. I can't believe I went through this whole video without mentioning this. Yeah, my hair is just so long these days, and I wanted to get it out on my face. Also didn't want to wear a hat, and I'm also too lazy to go get a haircut, so I'm not sure if I'll be rocking this like on the reg, but we'll see.